keeping Ray's secret from the beginning. Did you know about the parentage? Like, tell me about that journey of when you found out.
No. At the beginning, there was toying with like an Obi-Wan connection, and then it really went, there were like different versions, and then it really went to that she was no one. And then it came to episode 9, and JJ pitched me the film and was like, "Oh yeah, Palpatine's granddaddy," and I was like, "Awesome." And then 2 weeks later, he was like, "Oh, we're not sure." So it kept changing. So then even I was filming, and I wasn't sure what the answer was going to be.
What's up, guys? Thank you for watching this video. We got some interesting things to talk about. Daisy Ridley had an interview and seems to confirm some things that a lot of us kind of already knew. You know, you guys know I don't hate the sequel trilogy, and I, definitely don't consider myself one of the people that's always just talking down on Star Wars now. I really love it. Like I said, I enjoyed the sequel trilogy, enjoyed Rey as a character, but we always know that it wasn't the most planned out trilogy, and she confirms that even further, and I don't think it's too much that we should be surprised about, honestly, but it really did kind of trigger me in a way. I think that, we know what happened to Finn. Finn was not a planned character, or he was planned, but they didn't know exactly what they wanted to do with him, and they ended up changing course with him, as they did with the entire trilogy, it seemed like, in certain spots. But when Daisy Ridley comes out and says that the character of Rey, that she was going to be a Kenobi, then transitions and it's a nobody, and then it falls on Palpatine. And I do like Rey Palpatine. I really do like that. It works for me a lot. But I think just the confirming it again from another one of the main cast, that the main character Rey just didn't have a plan. Like that just doesn't do it for me. I don't really like that. Again, I get Finn, you want to change the main character from Finn to Rey, I get it, but how come you don't have a story for Rey, and it makes it seem like things were even more just not planned step by step, I'll go back to The Last Jedi. I think the one thread that's in every movie is, Ben Solo into Kylo Ren, and how Luke played a part in that and all that, and then we get to see that scene where Luke turns on his lightsaber, he's looking at the vision, and he's about to strike down Ben in his sleep. And, I at least interpret it as that third vision we saw is how it went down, where, Luke was not ever going to do that. And I've always liked that scene. I've never I've always defended it if people hated it or whatever. But, thinking about it now, and this is just my opinion, it almost seems like it is just something that they just came up with, oh, how can we, what's the reason that we can give him the turn? It just seems like, oh, it almost seems like they didn't even think that through as much as they should have. Not again, I'm not saying that I hate The Last Jedi or Luke in the movie or anything, but looking at it all now, it just seems like, oh yeah, they just needed to come up with the reason why he would do it, and that there wasn't an actual plan as to how Kylo turned. It just seemed like they just came up with it on a whim, and that shit, if JJ would have had the movie, it would have went differently. He would have had him do it another reason, nothing just seemed planned at all. The canceled bite stuff, I talked about that. It just seemed like it has nothing to do with the Rise of Skywalker. And a lot of things. I'm sorry, guys. We know that this wasn't planned. I'm rambling on. We know that it wasn't the most planned trilogy. I still enjoyed it, but it definitely could have been tightened up. Really, the whole Secret Era, I think Star Wars Resistance is an example of something that wasn't really well planned, whether you liked it or not. I don't know, I guess that just kind of hurts me to think that the main character can have that much, changing movie to movie. They don't know if she's a Kenobi or a nobody or a Palpatine. I just feel like for the main character, there should have been at least something set. And I understand not everything is always set beforehand, but again, they bought this property. Star Wars was already an established situation, you have the thing, you have the characters to play with, you have the story to play with, everything's kind of laid out in front of you. And that's kind of what Dave Filoni's kind of done great. He's taken what has already been laid out in front of him and doing his own thing, but staying true to what's happened. And again, I'm not getting on the sequels, but I really do feel like the main character should at least had some kind of structure where her story was going to go. Again, I think Kylo's the one character that you can look at and be like, okay, maybe they had a plan and he kind of goes along and does probably what he was supposed to do from the beginning. But like I said, even still, it's hard to tell sometimes, especially now hearing things from Daisy saying that they are flopping around with her character and the Kenobi. And so just hearing her say that she was thinking she might have been in Kenobi, hearing her say that, it's like, wow, like some of those theories were true. You know, I don't know, man. Like, I really, this one just kind of got to me. I don't, you know, I wish I could say it a little better. Again, because I already knew it wasn't planned. I've talked about it many times on this channel, but just hearing her say that just kind of made me feel like, man, like what were they doing here? Like, come on now, you can't do that to the main character. Okay, you can brush Finn aside for this Rey character, but at least have a plan for the Rey character. You know, like, that's my girl. I still love her. I don't know. Just thought I was want to talk to you guys about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, am I blowing it out of proportion? Am I making something out of nothing? Let me know. Please do like this video, comment, share with your friends. Let them know about my Instagram page, CoachChrisGeek'd, or subscribe here on the channel if you're new. Appreciate you watching. All right.